Hey guys, this is Randall with another movie review, this time on The Amazing Spider-Man. And I'm not really going to tell what this movie is about because I'm pretty sure everybody knows. So I'll just go ahead with the review. This movie was really good. It was a really good reboot. It surprised me by a lot. I mean, I didn't have any, serious doubts about it, but I wasn't expecting it to, completely blow my mind. Anyways, I mean, this reboot just really stuck with the Comic. That's the first thing I wanted to point out. I mean, I'm pretty sure you guys can already tell by that for the pictures and stuff. Because in the last movies, you had Peter Parker, and he had the natural ability to shoot webs out of his wrist, which even though it was acceptable, that was weird. So it was better to have the little cartridge thing on his wrist. And other aspects of this movie that just really fits into the comic. When I was watching the movie, scenes would happen and I would think, man, that almost jumps right out of the comic onto the big screen. The movie had a great cast. All the actors did very well. I liked them all. I've said this before, but I really liked Spider-Man's new costume. It was really cool. And this movie, the important thing about this reboot is that it sort of touches on origin points that the very first Spider-Man really didn't touch on. It sort of skipped over them. This movie sort of pays more attention to why Spider-Man became Spider-Man and stuff like that. Some things I didn't like about this movie, there's some little bitty stuff I didn't really like, but the two major things are really, number one, the villain could have had way more humanity attached to him. I mean, it didn't show any of his personal life or anything. So, if he would have died, you would have just not have cared. He would have just been a dead villain. Unlike with some of the other Spider-Man villains, they had humanity attached to them. So you really didn't want him to die. You just wanted Spider-Man to defeat him and put him in jail or whatever. So they could have attached some more humanity to him so that way, we would actually care about this person in the movie. But anyways, the second main thing I really didn't like about this movie, and I might get some heat for this, but I didn't really like the musical score of the movie. The background music and all that. It was really quiet, and I know a lot of people say it's really cool sounding and really modern, but I didn't really like it. It didn't live up to the musical score of the first films. I really liked the musical score of the first films. I thought it was great. But this one sort of disappointed me as far as musical score went. That should bring Danny Elfman back. But overall, you'll probably have a good time watching this movie, even if you have seen the first Spider-Man movies. You'll have a good time watching it. I know I did. I really liked this reboot. It was a really good reboot. I know you'll have a better time watching this movie if you haven't seen the last Spider-Man movies, but I do recommend that if you haven't seen the last Spider-Man movies, you need to watch them so that way you can compare the very first Spider-Man with this reboot. So you can sort of decide which one's the better one. I can't really decide. There's a lot of stuff in this movie that I really like, and there's a lot of stuff in the last movie I really like. So I can't really decide. Which one do you like better? Leave it down in the comments below. Oh, and by the way, when you go see the movie, wait a couple minutes after the credits start rolling because there's a clip played after about 2 minutes after they start rolling, and it sort of connects the first movie to the second. And yes, The Amazing Spider-Man 2 will be coming out May 4th, 2014. So I guess we can look forward to that. So anyways, go see this reboot. It's a really good reboot. I really liked it. It definitely surprised me a whole lot. So yeah, go see it. Be sure to rate, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.